Frankendancer on bare metal using SVM Kit. I'm Alex Kehaya. I'm the CEO and co-founder of ABK Labs, and today I'm going to walk you through an example of how we do this. It's super easy, and that's kind of the point. Anyway, really excited to walk you guys through this. I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen so you can see my terminal and get an idea of what it takes to do this. If you want to follow along in this example, it's in our GitHub repository. It's open source. There's a link to this in the YouTube video here down below. And if you're seeing this from the repo, then you already know where to go. So the first thing you got to do, you got to clone the repo, navigate into the right files. The right files, the bare metal FireDancer example. This is going to be running it on testnet as a non-voting validator. Once you're in there, you just need to log into Pulumi, and then you need to install it. And I've already installed it, so it went by really quickly. This might take a little bit longer for you if you haven't installed this before, but it's quite easy. And then once I've installed it, I need to create a stack. So Pulumi stack init Miller time. It's Friday, so it's Miller time. Just created my stack. And then the next step, I need to actually just configure it so that I can provide the credentials so I can SSH to the host via Pulumi. And there are 3 commands you need to run, and I'm just going to paste them in here and walk you through everything. So Pulumi config set remote host, that's the IP address of the server. Ubuntu is the username, and then I've got a file on my desktop that has the .pem file with the private key in it. So you need all 3 of those things to do this. If you're ever SSH'd into a bare metal machine, you know what you're doing. Should be pretty straightforward. But hit enter. So now I'm able to SSH into the machine. And after that, it's really simple. You just type in Pulumi up, hit yes, and it's just launching the validator right now. So setting up all the key pairs that you need to run the validator. Some things not included in this demo, but that you would do next after it's up and running is stake it and things like that. Fund the voting account, that kind of stuff. So we've set it up. That took about 15 seconds. It's up, but we should probably just check the journal here to see if it's actually running. And it is, and you can kind of see if you read this, it's looking for the snapshot and kind of listening for the GUI, which is that really cool thing that Frankendancer, the FireDancer team built, so you can see what's going on. So I exited out of that because I want to actually launch the GUI and see what's happening here. So we're going to set it up on a port on my computer so then I can use localhost to go check it out. And you just type that in, and that will launch it for us. And then I'm just going to open it up, and then I'll share that screen with you. 1 second. So right now it's looking for the snapshot, which sometimes on testnet can take a while. And I'm just going to show you that I've actually launched it here. Just switching screens to the FireDancer GUI. So you can see that I've launched it. It's searching for the full snapshot. Once it goes through this whole process, it's going to load the dashboard. I'll add that in later so you guys can see it once it's all done. But just to wrap up what happens after this, you would just type in Pulumi down, and it will shut down the operations and turn the server off, stop running FireDancer. So I'm just going to walk you through that really quickly because it's super fast. So now we're back on my terminal. Just going to exit out of this. And I do need to actually close the window that had the FireDancer GUI loading in it. So now that I did that, I can just write Pulumi down. And this is just destroying the server and getting the validator back down again. Should just take a couple seconds and then we'll be all done. There you have it. We just used Pulumi and SVM Kit to spin up and down a Frankendancer node using bare metal in just a couple minutes. Hope you have a good weekend.